What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up. So, I want to talk about a prospect a lot of you have been asking about. Like, Tuck, the free agency talk is cool, but let's get back to work and let's get back to this draft. And that's Calijah Kancey, War Daddy defensive tackle out of Pitt, man. And when you watch this kid, very quick hands, quick feet. He plays with a sense of urgency, man. I just love the urgency that he plays with, which is why he's on my pet cat list. Had a great combine. He ran a 4.6, so a lot of scouts are now kind of salivating at the mouth when it comes to Calijah Kancey, so we definitely got to keep our eye on that. Very versatile, can play across the defensive line, not only just a 3-tech, but he can play, at the nose, he can play off the edge at the 5 technique, he can stand up, he can do a lot of things, but his primary responsibility is going to be as a 3-tech at the NFL level. He had 19 sacks from the interior spot, so interior pressure is key because you're going to force quarterbacks to have to step up in that pocket. And if you have edge rushers like the Cowboys do coming off the edge, you can definitely create some chaos. What is the knock when it comes to Calijah Kancey? He's a smaller size defensive tackle. He's only about 281 pounds, and I say that lightly, but here's the fun fact. He's only 22 years old, so you can definitely put what my guy Vach says, some off-season peanut butter on him and let him grow. If he gain another extra 15 pounds or so, which I think he can on that frame, he'll be right there in the thick of things. And then one thing I kind of noticed as going through the film, he tends to get upfield a lot. He's looking to pass rush, which could leave some run lanes open, but make no mistakes about it. This is a fun prospect to watch. So let's go ahead and get into the film. Boom. Okay, so on this very first play here, you got them lined up. Now, I'm just going to show the sideline view really quickly so you guys can locate them, but we really want to focus on the end zone view since we're going to focus on defensive line play right here. But here he is lined up on the 2-eye side, and he's just battling in the trenches, right? Battling in the trenches, staying aggressive. Now, for those of you who do not know, right, so over the center, that's your 0. Over the guard, it's your 2 technique. Over the tackles, a 4 technique. And then you have your inside shades or outside shade of the guard. It's typically your 3 technique. So when you hear us talk about 3-tech, it's going to be on the outside shoulder of that right guard. Right now, he's in the 2-eye, so he's in the inside shade. So maybe we'll go through that. I've done that in previous videos, but I want to make sure that you guys are understanding the terminology. But if you watch him right here, great leverage, great battling. His feet stays moving. He's chopping. And even though he's 280, he has a lot of power. He's country strong. So I definitely love Calijah Kancey there on that play there. Right here, he's lined up as a 3 technique on the outside of the right guard. And he keeps his hands free and is able to make the tackle. Fires off quickly. Engages with the guard here. Slides down the line of scrimmage, gets that outside hand free, and still comes down line of scrimmage and makes a tackle. That's great effort, great fight. Even though he's little, he's scrappy, man. That's what I love the most about him. He's a very scrappy player. His hands and his feet are all, look at the hands, feet. They're all moving and they're all in sequence, right? He plays with a sense of urgency. That's quick. He's violent. So if you get a type of player like that around Dan Quinn, it can hang you out some fun. On this play right here, inside shade, right? He's going to stun across. Now he loses his balance, right? And so this is, possibly one of the struggles he could face, right? When he's playing against those larger NFL offensive tackles, right? And they kind of putting their body and leaning on him, they can get him off balance a little bit. But, for the most part, he probably just slipped. But once it's engaged with a lot of these bigger guys, that's where he struggles a little bit. Because you look at the size difference. Look at the size difference right there. Like, that's a big boy versus, because he's only 6 foot. So he's not the tallest guy either. You know what I'm saying? He's only 6 foot. So just that right tackle to be able to kind of weigh his body on him and just get him down to the ground. You'll see that often at the NFL level. So you definitely got to be strategic when it comes to his pass rush. On his next play here, he's playing in 3-tech, inside pass rush, and he's extremely sleek. And this is where the money is at. This is the money right here. Boom. Inside pass rush. Once again, those feet are chopping. Look how quickly he gets off the ball, feet chopping, hands, and he likes that little swipe move. He does that swim and swipe move. comes across the guard, gets skinny to get to that A gap, and goes makes the money. This is why you draft this kid. So if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, close your eyes and imagine this type of havoc coming in the interior, and you also have to worry about Micah Parsons. So what happens is if you have this caliber defensive tackle that can get pressure, especially in the passing game, you got to double team, you got to chip, you got to slide protect and do a lot of different things. And then, well, we know how that ends up, man. So definitely be a great value add to any NFL team. I love this prospect. All right, so here, once again, he's lined up, and I want to show the versatility of him. He's lined up at the nose tackle. Now, he's not going to be an NFL nose tackle by any means, but I just wanted to show the versatility on this clip. He's lined up right over that center, so once again, that's the zero technique. And kind of gets manhandled right here. Like, bro, where's the flag, fam? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where is the flag on this? He pretty much gets bear hugged by this guard and thrown down to the ground, right? But I just want to show on this play the versatility of his alignment. That should have been a flag. All right, on the next play, once again, just showing the versatility. Now he's lined up in a 5 technique on the outside as an edge rusher, and he's standing up. So you can do a lot of different things and get creative with them, you know? So for a guy like Dan Quinn, who's a mad scientist, especially when it comes to defensive line and a guy that can get pressure, you can move him all over, just like you're kind of moving Micah Parsons. Now you got to deal with Micah. You got to deal with Sam. Now you got to deal with Clancy. Like, I like it. I like it. There's a lot of different things he can do. And when it comes up to being a pass rusher, he has speed to power. Speed, engages, and he gets a push there. He gets his hands up. You know, like I said, even though he's only 281, he has a great speed to power. Has a full tool set when it comes to his pass rushing ability, which I definitely like. All right, on this play here, he is lined up over the guard, and he doesn't stay engaged too long. So once again, as I mentioned earlier, he loves that swim move, right? Boom. Get off me. There, that arm over swipe, that swim right there. That's his go-to, right? But he doesn't stay engaged with offensive linemen too long. He gets off. He's very sleek with it. Boom. Gets off. He doesn't get pressure. I mean, he doesn't get to this quarterback right, but he creates pressure, and getting off of tackles, that's going to be key, especially at the next level. Love that swim right there. Boom, boom. Great technique right there. All right, on this play, he stunts a lot too. You can definitely stunt with them. Stunts in the inside, comes around and gets pressure. And like I said, he's just forcing the quarterback to step up in the pocket. So there he loops around and just makes him feel it, right? So that hesitation can throw off the rhythm, the timing the quarterback has with the wide receiver, but the concept, he had to get up out of there. He has to get up out of there, right? And that's in the interior. So a lot of quarterbacks, when it comes to getting through, you know, and getting through pressure and escaping the interior, they don't like that. The outside's easier, but there's too much going on in here. You have linebackers filling, you know, you have defensive tackles in there. You might have some trash, some garbage. They don't like to step up in the pocket and escape. You know, that's not what their comfort level is. If they can, they like to skate outside, so that way they can get more space and do a lot of different things. And on this play, he slides down. Once again, you'll see that rip move, that swim move. Slides down to a 2-eye, comes off, hands, engage, boom. That is sound technique. If you are a defensive tackle and you're trying to learn your toolbox, how to properly swim, boom. Even gives him that little pat on the butt. Pat him on the back, Tucker. Pat him on the back, Tucker. That's what my coach used to tell me. Boom, swim. Gets his hands up. Gets his hand on the quarterback too. You know, but I love that. Not staying engaged. Very sleek in the interior. Boom. And on this last play here, he's just not a finesse rusher. He also does pack power, even though he's only 281 pounds, right? He's a small guy, but he's feisty, man. He scraps. I love that in a prospect. And here he is lined up in a 2-eye again. Comes off the line of scrimmage on the center, and he's just pushing this poor center back into the quarterback lap. Back into the quarterback lap. You know what I'm saying? Love that, man. That's feistiness. Packs a punch. He packs a very violent punch, coming off that line of scrimmage, man. That poor center was just holding on for dear life, about to get set on his cheeks. You stepped right in the quarterback's lap, right? Quarterback stepped on his foot. Now he still completes the pass, getting there for a touchdown, but Cancey did his job. Boom. So that is it, man. That is Calijah Kancey, War Daddy, defensive tackle out of the University of Pittsburgh. He is sliding up the boards. You're starting to hear some issues with Jalen Carter. Will he be a first-round pick? It really remains, but I think he's going to be kind of in that cluster, like the top 3 defensive tackles. So I can definitely see him being available at 26. Would the Cowboys take a flight on him? I'm not sure, but now that we have Stephon Gilmore, our secondary is one of the top secondaries in the NFL. If you add a player like this and get strong in the trenches, it can definitely get scary for Dan Quinn's defense, man. It's your boy, J Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms at JTuck151. If you love draft content, free agency content, any football content, you're in the right spot. So subscribe to the channel, turn that notification bell. I got more videos down below so y'all can stay updated with all things NFL draft. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. And I love this War Daddy, y'all. Peace.